Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Time for an update on Torchlight. Just doing some updates on some of my favorite penny stocks here in Robinhood. If you're looking for a different platform outside of Robinhood, you can use some of the links in the description. Get yourself some free stock. If you don't like the stock, you can sell it and take the cash, so it's all good. Who doesn't like free stock? But I've done a couple videos on this one in the past and come across some information, and as you can see, what it's done here in the last month hasn't had too great of a month, from 305 and just keeps going down. And again, this is Torchlight, ticker TRCH. You can trade this one on Robinhood, and like I said, if you're looking for a different platform outside of Robinhood, feel free to use my links. Webull, Firstrade, I use all the platforms. And here's kind of what Torchlight is doing today. So here's kind of look at it today, and $1.79 up to $1.87. I still have 20 shares here at $1.83 in this account. A little bit closer look at what this one is. It's a energy company which engages in the acquisition, exploration, exploitation, and development of oil and natural gas properties. It holds interest in the Ora Grande project in Hudspeth County, Texas, and Hazel project in Midland Basin. Headquartered in Plano, Texas, been around since 2007. There's your average volume. That kind of fluctuates depending on the day and the price, and we'll just call it 269 million market cap there. This is another date to keep in mind. Earnings expected on May 10th after hours, and I bought mine here almost 2 months ago, $1.83, 20 shares, and continue to hold them. But here's another look at it, currently at $1.85. White Torchlight Energy Resources stock plunged 26% in March, and this is just dated 2 days ago on the 6th. Production company fell a painful 26% in March, according to the data from S&P Global Market Intelligence. At one point, they were actually higher, roughly 15%. The mood turned negative as an update about the company's proposed merger started to filter out. In mid-December 2020, Torchlight Energy and Metamaterial, I've talked about that on some of my other videos that I made about it, announced plans to merge. It's a complex deal that is basically a backdoor way for Canada-based Metamaterial to get a U.S. listing. In fact, once completed, the energy assets now owned by Torchlight are expected to be jettisoned. With the combined company focus on specialty materials, still there is incentives for Torchlight investors here and a reason to be pleased with somewhat unusual deal. In mid-March, Torchlight announced the planned merger was expected to be completed sometime in the second quarter. That material pushes out the consummation date, which investors didn't seem to like very much. In fact, the stock drifted steadily lower as the news broke, and it's still pretty much fallen to today. Given the delay, some investors might be worried that the acquisition prices isn't going as smoothly as originally hoped. I haven't decided if I'm going to buy any more of this one at this particular time. I'll just have to watch it. 183, if it gets, I don't know, close to my cost basis, or below, I will definitely buy some, and hopefully it'll go back up. But Torchlight is no longer just an energy stock. It's really a special situations play, which is in the space that probably only appropriate for more aggressive investors. The delay here could just be a timing issue, or it could be more. But for most investors, it would be best to sit on the sidelines until the deal is done. Or if what you really like going on the energy exposure, skip Torchlight entirely. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. As well, again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You'd have to do your own due diligence on this one and decide if it's buy for you, or watch it and see if it goes down anymore, or what your thoughts are on it. If you have this one or holding it, go ahead and put that in the comments, and that would be interesting to know your cost basis, and if you're going to buy on the dip, or if you're just staying away from this one. So but this is a back to the 28th. This is saying stock appears to be significantly overvalued. I'm just going to scroll through. If you'd like to pause and go over this one for yourself, you can find this one on Yahoo Finance. But this was shown at $1.85 per share with a market cap of $268.8 million. And it's, like I said, just significantly overvalued. It may have been overvalued at one time, but since then it has came down. So here's the value, and here's the price, and as you can see what's kind of been going on with it. And this just kind of goes over, continuing to talk about how it's overvalued. Financial strength of Torchlight, 3 out of 10, which indicates the financial strength of Torchlight Resources is poor. There is debt and cash of Torchlight Energy Resources over the past years. And this kind of goes over the cash in blue and the long-term debt in orange, and so you can see the debt outweighs the cash, so that's another thing to consider on this one. It looks like they've been that way for quite some time, except this year. So, and here's just some more financials. Feel free to pause and go over that for yourself, or else you can go to Yahoo Finance and find that information. Here it kind of goes over the 3-year average annual revenue growth, 3-year EBITDA, and just for the sake of the video, so I just decided not to go over that. You can pause and go over all the details yourself. Looking close at the growth curve for Torchlight Resources, and this is dated on the 29th. They were totally breaking it down right about that point. And this talks about, is it worth investing in Torchlight right now? Opinions of the stock is interesting, as 0 out of 1 who provided ratings on Torchlight Energy declared the stock as a buy, and 0 as overweight, and 1 rated as a hold, and 0 as a sell. And go ahead and list that in the comments, what your rating this one is, if you if you're holding or selling or buying, or waiting for it to come down more and buy some more. This kind of goes over the market performance, kind of what it's done here. Went down 16.29% for the week, with a monthly drop of 23.87. And like I said, this article is about a week old, but it's still kind of relevant to today, since the stock still hasn't went up. So that's kind of how I look at it. Trading at Torchlight Resources, $1.88 on Friday, March 26th, with a fall of 5.5% from the closing price the previous day. And so just article after article about the price falling, so feel free to pause and read the rest there for yourself. It's kind of the same information we already went over. And here's just some more. Here's a rant about Torchlight. Now, some of you might have your own rant. You can leave that in the comments. This is dated on April 5th. As you can see, went up 2.19%, or 2.19% from the latest closing price compared to the recent one-year high of $4.83. The stock's price has collected minus 5.56%, loss of the last 5 trading days reported on 3/15/21. It's just some more on the performance. Trading at minus 17.16 from the 50-day moving average. So I'm kind of waiting on a turnaround on this one myself, so we'll see if that happens here in the near future, but feel free to pause and go over the rest of that there for yourself. On to Reddit, see if there's any recent information here. 16 days, 1 month ago, 14 days ago. Projects looked amazing, 50-time ROI. That could be, but it's not doing it right now, but it's going to have some major things coming out, some major news for that to happen, so... but there's a lot of people watching this one between Torch and Meta. It's huge, just doubled up on my shares, so maybe a lot of people still are buying this one on the dip, so I haven't quite decided, so I'll just continue to watch it and see what it does here. So over on StockTwits, another 100K covered. It's interesting. $1.90 is coming 51 minutes ago. He's totally bare on it. What was it currently at? $1.86. So I suppose 190s could come up, but it's going to have to find some support there, and it's always been kind of a volatile one since I've gotten into it. I've only bought once and gotten into some penny stocks, so I haven't watched this one as close as probably what I should have, but not much more here, and let's see if there's anything in tip ranks. And no analysts on tip ranks. So that's all I have for Torchlight. If you have any further information on this one, go ahead and leave it in the comments. That would be interesting to know. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.